All right. Good evening, WhoDat Nation. Welcome to the WDN Chatline podcast. This is the host CB, and I'm here with the team. I'm here with WD, and I'm here with Miss Pretty Carl. How y'all doing tonight?
Uh, good.
Hey man, I'm alright. We know how we feel about the Saints. Yesterday definitely did not help in that case, but hey man, we here. We here to continue our journey, man. Hoping that our Saints once again win their second Super Bowl. So
Right. So everyone pretty much knows what's gonna happen. The Super Bowl that ended the season yesterday. So now we're back. We took a few weeks off. So we're going to begin the off season. You know, let's just talk about what's upcoming for the off season for the Saints. It's a huge off season coming up. I just want to say this before the comments start. Can y'all hear me? I
Yes,
think
sir.
I think I'm echoing or something.
yeah, I hear a bit of echo as well, but
Okay, y'all excuse me for if I'm echoing, listeners, but yes, we I will say this right quick. Far as it's obvious Tampa just won the Super Bowl. You know, I'm not gonna be throwing no jabs at them or nothing like that because in reality, regardless of us winning the division, they the Super Bowl champs. We done it to ourselves because they came to our crib and we folded. Like CD said, we folded and they beat us. So, you know, that's just what it is with that. We got work to do,
A lot.
Saints. They got a whole lot of work to do. But basically how the show gonna go, we're gonna get into Sean Payton, give our overview of him this season, and have he been the reason for, the driving force for our playoff failures, regardless of the great seasons. And we're gonna get into that, the coaching changes, the NK situation, our upcoming free agents, so that's basically how the show gonna go tonight. And we're gonna open the phone lines to give you guys thoughts. So y'all please call in, give us your thoughts. So let's get started with Sean Payton. Sean Payton, 2020 season 12 or 4. What's y'all thoughts on his job as a head coach this season? And before y'all start, I just want to say on my end, I'm gonna be real critical of Sean, this all season. So, I respect Sean as a head coach, love him as a head coach, but I know that he can, had the team more prepared, in the postseason. Like I said, I know we've been, having some great seasons. We've been winning a lot of games, but there's no way we show up 4 times in the playoffs and exit like that. So what's y'all's thoughts on Sean Payton's,
My thought on
2020 campaign?
my thought on Sean Payton, and I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but Sean Payton has now become one of those coaches where the limelight is his thing now. It's to a point where um he he's on Twitter talking about getting wanting endorsement deals from Jordan Brand, and then Jordan Brand gives him one. Then he's on TV. Then he's talking about how if we win a game, then he wants to be the one to get slimed in his J's, and it's like, to me, we know how great of a coach he is, but he steps away from that a lot because he feels like at this point it's just a job. You win, you lose, you lose. And there have been seasons where he has been better, but I feel like although he was good this season, he wasn't the best Sean Payton that we have seen. Like, he didn't give us his all this season. And I feel like when it came up into the playoffs, he did what we always said he always do. Take his foot off the gas. He wasn't in his bag. His coaching was not superb. His coaching, it was very questionable. And it was disappointing because we know how great of a coach he can be. We seen how great he could be. And this season, he just didn't show that. And honestly, to me, anything else, anything other than the Super Bowl is a loss.
WD, how you feeling on Sean's 2020 campaign?
I thought his season was okay. I mean, it once again, when Breeze was out a few games, we were still able to win games with Taysom. Like I said, I think he was okay. I think his coaching definitely plays a huge part in I thought his coaching played a huge part in Bree's arm, and his lack of ability to throw downfield. So that being said, I just felt like he was limited for the most part, and obviously we had guys in and out as far as receivers go, but other than that, man, I thought he had a okay season as far as him coaching, but obviously we know about Breeze. I guess you can call it an ego thing as far as him wanting to gun it out with the best of the best, like Tom Brady. What I'm saying is they didn't run the ball enough. That was my whole thing with Sean Payton, So, and like I said, I think that plays a huge part with Drew Brees, because Drew Brees, he want to gun it down the field. He wants to throw the football, They don't want to run the ball 30 times a game. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for Sean Payton, really. One thing I do want to add some things, because I'm just talking about this past season, but the past 4 seasons, the failure to actually win it all, it plays a part on him as well. Man, I'm tired of the locker room celebrations and stuff like that at this point. All the extra stuff, man. Like when it comes to the postseason, bro, that's the time you want to see this team play at its best.
And we can't get that.
Yeah, they need to play their best football, and it's always at the middle of the season rather than the postseason. So I'm just saying, like, I'm tired of seeing the locker room dancing and all that stuff, man. It's fun, it's fun. Those are moments that you treasure. But at the end of the day, man, we gotta stop with the small stuff, man. We do. I'm saying, like, him dancing around the locker room and stuff, it's cool and all, but we gotta move past that, bro.
Yeah.
That's all I got, CB.
This was a prime example of why we don't need to call ourselves the king of the South, because we keep winning these divisions. Like, what good does that do when somebody else from the division goes to the Super Bowl and win?
Oh yeah, yeah, and
like,
then
why do you want bragging rights for that at this point? At this point, leave that shit behind. And as far as showing Payton goes, we've given you so many chances, dog. Like, we opened you to the point where you're like a celebrity in the city. Nobody wants to hold you accountable. It's like we're constantly picking at the players, constantly saying what they could have done, calling them out their names. But no, Sean Payton needs some of that heat too, because this is partly his fault as well. How do you not know this division top from bottom as long as you've been here? And come playoff time, when it's the most crucial time of the game for us, you call the plays the way that you called them. First of all, for me as a coach and a leader, what you should have did when you knew Drew wasn't 100% all this time, what's the point of having someone like Jameis Winston behind him if you ain't going to use him?
Yeah.
Like, don't wait until the season is over. And start talking to the media, talking about something. Y'all should have seen how Jameis used to have the defense in crumbles. He used to just sling all over them. Okay, we don't care about that. You didn't put him on the field for us to show what he was doing. Like, what's the point of having him? You signed him for a year, $1 million. Why couldn't we see that when the time came for us to see that? All the tricks, everything you had in your bag, that was the time to let all of that out.
Man, we can't even claim that King of the South thing. I mean, Tampa, they basically, they said otherwise yesterday. I mean, beating us in the playoffs was enough, but them topping it all,
winning
truly
the
we
Super
weren't.
Bowl. Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
truly
That
I'm saying like we cannot hang that NFC South banner in the Superdome.
don't
And
hang it.
and I know y'all gonna hate this, but if Jameis is obviously we resign him, but if he is here, we'll likely be playing Tampa Bay at Tampa week 1, and we're gonna have to see that Super Bowl banner drop. So yeah, bro. That says it all right there, man. I know it stings. But hey, gotta live with it, bro. It is what it is.
We can't hear you, CB, or I can't hear you.
Yeah, CB, we can't hear you, man.
You still muted.
Hey, man, we can get to this chat.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. There you
Yes.
go. Okay.
All right, my fault. Yeah, like Carla was saying about Breeze getting hurt. Yeah, I mean when Breeze, suffered all those injuries, even with the ribs, him as a head coach, he should have held Breeze out into the postseason. I mean, just to keep it high.
Exactly.
I know we was fighting for a first round bye.
He should have
But,
never even came back, honestly.
yeah, he should have came back for the playoffs at least. I say the playoffs. Um, but still, you got to give him an additional amount of weeks. I mean, he had a torn plantar fasciitis, torn labrum or torn rotator cuff. If you knowing all of this, why did you let him come back, in the season? And Sean done had a history of that, players being hurt and he, letting them drag out. That's just like with AK, AK last season. That's happening, and then after
And it would have
the
been the
season,
same thing with Michael Thomas. Had Michael Thomas not re-injured himself even worse.
yeah. But you had this stuff going on, and then with the AK situation, we learning about, that he had tore something in his knee, after the fact, and then the same with Breeze. We hearing that he had all these injuries after the fact. So Sean, he definitely got to get some heat for that. When players hurt, why not sit them out? What was at stake for Breeze? Just let them, set out the rest of the regular season and then see where he at come postseason. But you gave him the okay to come back for the Kansas City game. Why is you doing this and you already know what's at stake? Come playoffs. We trying to get a Super Bowl. Don't you want Breeze to be as healthy as possible?
I think that plays a huge part in Drew Brees too. You know, it's
Yes.
like Drew Brees. He as competitive as he is, he just wants to get on that field, play football. And I know as far as Sean goes, he probably like how can you deny Drew? So, but
Right.
yeah, I get what y'all saying. It falls on the coach. Period.
Yep. But far as with Drew Brees, like I said, Sean been doing good in the regular season, but come to Drew Brees, he is the driving force why Brees is here today, still playing. Because he didn't give him, a defense, during his prime, and then wait until his 40s to give him a defense. You wait until his 40s to give him a defense, and then who wouldn't want to come back? And you got Tom Brady wanting to come back,
But
so that's
what good is that gonna do though? Giving him a defense when he on offense can't even keep up with the defense. How I'm giving you a good defense and now you can't control your offense to put points on the board. Like the defense did their job.
no. I'm talking about
Seven
Sean
and nine.
never gave Drew a defense in his prime years. That's why we're at this stage now with Breeze. I believe Breeze would have hung it up a few years ago if he would have been given the defense in his prime, because we
Okay,
definitely would
well,
have been.
2020 he was given a defense and he didn't do
But
crap
but
with it.
he but he 40, he 42,
And
41,
he could have
42.
retired and he didn't have to come back. He knew how old he was before he decided to come back.
Yeah, I'm a add, bro. You know, I said it earlier. We was talking about it all year. You, Carly, we was all talking about it. Running the football. We was running the ball. I know it might sound like excuses, but it's the truth. I mean, we could have beat Tampa, and how we could have beat Tampa is we should have been running that ball, and we was running the ball effectively that second quarter, and we turned away from it. So Drew Brees did not help himself, is what I'm saying. They know they can run the ball, and they refuse to run the ball. So as far as Drew and Sean goes, bro, this is on them.
Absolutely.
That's true. But yeah, I thought 2018 he would have been up out of here.
Okay,
I'm
well he
I'm
can go.
talking.
It's 2020 going into 2021. He
No,
can get
I'm
up
I'm
out of here.
just I'm just talking about. I'm talking about life while he's here now. I'm saying if Sean, I'm talking about the fact on Sean. Sean would have gave him a defense back when we had those historically bad defenses.
Okay, but we're talking about the 2020 performance.
But I know we are, but I'm talking about Breeze. Why he's here now? I mean, you gotta bring that up. The reason why
No,
he's
we
here
don't.
today.
No, but
'Cause
I get what CB I get what CB saying because he's not necessarily talking about this year alone. This year alone is definitely on Drew. You know, it definitely
yeah,
played a huge part on Drew. I guess you talking about the 7 and 9 seasons, like he could have at least like won another Super Bowl had they had a competitive defense one of those years, and maybe he would have hung
With
it up.
this team, there's a whole lot of shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
Yeah, it is. It is. And like I said, he could have ran the ball and he didn't.
right. Well, I see we got us a super chat. Shout out to Dada Saints.
Shout out to Dad. What's up? Who that?
He said it's amazing we could have signed Brady, true, and AB, true, and rejected both, and they go down the street and won the Super Bowl. Mickey and Sean, wow, that's true. And
Hey,
I was wanting them to sign AB. I know that's when AB was acting crazy and stuff.
hey,
But
hey,
I was on.
it's back on Sean, man. Can't deny Drew. And
I I
I
think that was after. I think they had did that to him after AB. After he had made the video of him being in New Orleans, they made a whole music video and stuff like that, and it was just like, oh no, he doing too much. He gotta go. Y'all didn't see that.
yeah, we saw it. We saw it.
Oh, it wasn't. It just wasn't funny. Okay.
I mean, what? I mean, I honestly, I'm about to add to that about if Tom Brady. I don't want to add to that. That shit didn't happen, so
Right.
I'm not about to look back at that, man. Come on.
That's true, but that's I was just saying that to just to say I know we on the Sean 2020, but I was just saying the reason why Breeze is still playing, just in my opinion. I think he would have been gone a few years ago once he seen that his arm was starting to diminish.
Hey,
Okay. Well, now that the arm is diminished, he can go now.
Oh yeah, he definitely need to go now.
hey, look, I see a comment saying y'all tripping. Cook is definitely the main reason we lost. Oh yeah, we know that. We know that for sure. We know that. We was leading in the game. By the way, we were the only team to lead versus Tampa this whole postseason, which sucks even more. I'm sorry to piss you off about that, but it's true. And Jared Cook fumbled the ball, but we didn't forget about that. But we're talking about the ability to push down the field, and they could have been winning more games running the football. It's just that simple. We know Jared Cook is definitely at fault, and he better not be a Saint next year. I'm pretty sure he won't be.
He not. They already said that.
Yeah, I seen something where they said they gonna part ways. I think they said that a few days
They're
after.
parting ways with Jared Cook.
Yeah. So
Okay, I'm
basically,
sorry. What was the
Sean,
next topic?
what you say, Carla?
What was our next topic? Because we kind of derailed off of the what?
No, I was we about to get into. I was just gonna say that my bottom line was Sean he hadn't been getting it done in the playoffs recently, so he gonna have to get better. Ain't nobody really in the front office really getting saying nothing to him. I think he got too much control as a head coach, honestly.
I don't think
You
it's control. I just think that Gail Kim, what the fuck? Gail Benson. I just, oh my god,
Go ahead.
I am. Oh my, I just think that Miss Benson, that's what I'm gonna call her as. I just think that Miss Benson is just so comfortable with what she has right now that, and honestly, with her age and everything, she's just not interested in looking for somebody else. She like what she got, and she just let him. She just feels she just trusts his word. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those people. Like, say for instance, like you let somebody borrow some money, you assume they're gonna pay you back because you trust them, but then they don't pay you back in a reasonable time. Now you gotta take them to court to sue them for your shit. You know what I'm saying? I just think that she just trusts him so much that she just don't care about what he does. Like she would look at this loss as not a Sean Payton thing. She would look at it as a team thing instead of just trying to, make him be accountable for what he did or didn't do.
And I think part of the reason is, hey, they're in the playoffs 4 straight years, so maybe I could definitely see that's how they probably look at that.
Yeah,
right.
that's what I'm figuring how that is going. I don't think it's just him so much of I don't think it's just him so much of having so much control as the head coach. I think that they just feel like the good outweighed the bad. They just feel like, well, we keep getting there, so we just have to keep working to get further.
That's
But
true.
yeah,
So
yeah.
let's see. Before we get on this coaching staff, let's go ahead and just hit on Breeze right quick. It's obviously he it's time for him to bounce. So hopefully we should be seeing that press conference. Sometime this week. And that's with all due respect to Drew. With all due respect, you know. But it's his time. It's time to bounce. I'm not gonna disrespect him, but it's obvious, Breeze, it's time to go. I know you and Brady is up there in the 40s. I know you seeing Brady still play, but his arm is just holding on a little longer than yours.
Lord have
That
mercy.
just happens.
I just know that he saw Tom winning the Super Bowl yesterday, and he probably pacing and
Hmm.
licking his fingers. Just one. Oh man, don't settle down, Breeze, man. Go to your family, bro. Enjoy your life, bro. Don't it's time, man. It really is.
It's for me because y'all know since I first joined this podcast, I have been stat forward on Drew Brees not coming back this year. I've probably been the only person in the world that kept saying he should have retired. I didn't want him back. Y'all remember that? It's
Yeah.
time. It's been time. I don't want to see Drew Brees in another black and gold uniform unless he broadcasting for us. I don't want him as the quarterback. He should have been gone. Like it shouldn't have taken to us to get to this for everybody to be like, okay, Drew, now it's time for you to go. It's been time for him to go. He knew it's been time for him to go. But I think the issue is he don't want to stay at home and babysit with them Brittany with all them damn kids that he keep making.
Oh man.
That's what the issue is. What else, man? 11 crack ribs, a punctured lung, still standing on the sideline instead of being at home with his wife helping with them kids. He don't want to be in the house with them kids. But guess what? We don't want you in the jersey on the field. So figure out something else to do. I know you got your little contract with NBC or CBS or one of them people over there. Go ahead and strap up and do your little Tony Romo thing because you did your job here in the New Orleans Saints. We thank you because you have brought the Saints to what we all love and what we all know of them right now. You have been a huge, huge, huge face in our community for everybody. Like you are a welcoming face, regardless of our differences of how we feel about the bull crap you didn't say it earlier in or late last year. But we all love Drew Brees, but it is respectfully, like CB said, it's time for him to go. You old, you got some young kids that's gonna help keep you young. Go tend to that. We thank you for what you did here, but you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Yeah, and this is to the fans. There are plenty I'm sorry, excuse me. There are plenty of fans out there right now, and it's not disrespect to Drew Brees. Now there is probably a bit of disrespect towards Drew Brees, but not over here, not on this end. We appreciate what Brees done. He brought a Super Bowl to the city, man. But at the end of the day, bro, it's time. It's time. You can't keep holding on to it. Y'all saw how he went out. If you have him come back this season, bro, it's gonna only be worse. Y'all don't want to see that man go out like that. Like this was bad enough, but I'm just saying it could definitely be a lot worse. So
Yeah, because now if he keep on coming back, people gonna start remembering him for that. I mean, for this ending. So yeah, just go ahead and bounce now. The arm is not there like that. Sean, as you can see, he loved to throw the football. So he's not making a huge commitment to the run consistently in games. So yeah, man, just do that. We're gonna throw your flowers for you.
oh
Throw a
man,
huge celebration for you. Yeah, you gonna get a big
I'm
exit
I'm
celebration.
I'm sorry. You said Flowers. Damn, he ain't dire, CB.
We'll give him. I think what CB meant was we'll throw him a nice little second line and send
Yeah,
him on
yeah,
his way. Put his picture on the float. You know what I'm saying? Throw the picture up from 10, 15 years ago when he won the Super Bowl.
yeah,
Just make him feel good. Send him on his way.
yeah.
And,
No
you know,
wings, no wings, no angel ring or anything like that.
no halo.
Right. Let's get to this chat right quick before we get into the coaching. My fault for not shouting you guys out. But let's see. We got Jerry Poole in the building. Shout out to you, Jerry Poole. We got Miss Anna. Shout out to you, Anna. Deshaun Anderson. Who that? We got Christopher Favor. Who that to you? We got Kenny Sutton. Who that? Dad Saints made the super chat. Shout out to you. We got Flama. Flama, what's up? We got who that for life. Who that to you? We got RG Scott. Who that to you? Bishop One Love. What's up? What you found? And I believe that's everyone that's tuned in. We got Sarah Kaufman. Who that? Let's see. We got
We
Leslie in
got
the building. We got Leslie. We got Dr. Drew. We got Condarius Williams. Who that? Raging Cannon. Who that? Daniel Starr and K504 Lady. So who that to all of y'all? I'm gonna put y'all's
who that?
comments in the view. So I apologize for that.
Hey, Flam, I just want to say this right quick. Hey, Flam, let us know what's up on Twitter, man. That's all I gotta say.
Right.
What he said.
So let's get into this coaching staff. Coaching staff, as you guys know, Dan Campbell, the tight ends coach, he left, went to be a head coach for the Detroit Lions. AG Aaron Glenn, the secondary coach, he left to be the defensive coordinator for the Lions. Joe Lombardi left, quarterbacks coach. He left to become the offensive coordinator for the Chargers. And Terry Fontenay, I can't pronounce his name right. Now y'all have to help me on that.
God damn, it's a massacre. Nah, I'm joking.
He left to become the Fair Clans GM. But shout out to him. I know he went to the Fair Clowns, but you know he still got promotion. So shout out to him. And with that move, we is getting a compensated third round pick, which is going to be hugely needed. This draft
Yeah,
hugely needed.
because it's gonna really be needed because I know we ain't getting into this topic right now, but I guess we can later. But the Saints are kind of in trouble again, so we definitely gonna need that third round pick.
Mm-hmm. Oh. So first of all, I want to say thank you to all the coaches that helped the squad. Y'all played a big part in what we are today. So thank y'all and congratulations on y'all new ventures and success with everything y'all got going on. Except for you that went to Atlanta. Wish you the best of luck, sir. Cause you know better. You shouldn't have did that. You should have went to Detroit with everybody else. But no, you won't. You know what? I don't wish you no luck. So, but everybody else, good luck. But I think the biggest thing for me was with the Dennis Allen and then getting the guy from Seattle. I forgot his name.
Oh, Chris Richards.
Chris Richard. Yes. I like that move. And the reason I like that move because it's not like we didn't downgrade from the position, from the coaching part. We found someone that was just as complimentary as Dennis Allen.
Oh, you talking about Aaron Glenn?
Aaron Glenn.
Yeah, that's what you meant. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, that actually might be an upgrade, by the way.
I said, you know what? I said it was an upgrade. Somebody disagree with me. I ain't gonna say
Who was
their
that?
name.
I ain't disagree with you.
Yes, you did.
Did.
Yes, you did.
What was the reason I disagree with you on that move?
You said I wouldn't. I said, oh, this is the upgrade. You said I wouldn't say all that, but he all right. I say
No,
he
I'm
all
saying as
right.
far as this being like real huge. Far as the secondary, I mean, I'm not really sure yet. I mean, I know what he done with the Legion of Doom, the Legion of Boom. Well, I say Doom, but I know
Listen,
Shit,
what
we
he
nah,
all
done with the
messed up
Legion
shit,
of
today.
Boom.
nah,
He had
nah.
them boys right, but as a defensive coordinator, he didn't do so well, and he's been sitting out a year.
Who cares?
So no, I'm
Yes.
saying like I don't know why didn't nobody pick him up last year, but like I said, I really didn't. I knew who he was, but not on why he was out a year and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
you knew who he was, but guess what? He was somebody where his actions spoke louder than his words. He showed you how he knew how to develop players, how he knew how to take their potential and make them better, make them a name for themselves, take what they know and ante it up a little bit. I think that he's gonna fit so well in this defense. When you have someone like that with the talent that we're putting around him, all the plays that go into your head when you have the talent like you have on our roster. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he definitely. I believe he gonna be good for us. But I mean, comparing that, I was saying that based on age, comparing them to AG. I don't know. I mean, I just don't know yet. I know what he done with, the Legion of Boom. The last time he was a secondary coach, yeah, he had them boys right. But I'll say this about Chris Richard though. He definitely not gonna have PJ. PJ ain't be in his room. He not gonna
PJ
be.
ain't gonna be on our team. If
He,
PJ
he,
on our team, I know where he live. I'm gonna
They
find his
they
ass.
love the coaches love Sean love PJ though.
oh, I got something to say about PG. I got
I
something to
think
say about a few players too, but we gonna get to that later. We gonna get to that later, man.
I can't quite say anything else on the rest of the coaching because that was the only coaching pickup that we had. Everybody else, we just known that they went their separate ways. We haven't seen anything yet or heard of anything of us replacing their positions.
Jake, shut up.
What?
No, not you, Carly. I'm so sorry.
No,
Jake,
I heard you say Jake.
yeah, I'm talking about in the comment section.
Oh yeah, they,
But yeah, Chris Richard, man. I expect him to make the secondary play a little more physical. They was the best side of the ball.
mm-hmm.
They was playing their best, man, at the end of the season. So I expect a little more physical defense, and yeah, I think he can coach our DBs up. Uh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Mark 504 said PJ ain't trash.
He dumpster.
No, shout out to Mark 504, but man, I won't make a comment on that.
Boy, look, I can go on for hours, okay? So I'm not gonna even start.
And Jay, no, PJ ain't coming back. Chris Rashad ain't dealing with that.
All right, you know what? No, his ass shouldn't come back because him, and not only him. I'm sorry. I'm gonna just let it off, bro. All this talk and shit, and PJ maybe he knows that he's not gonna be on the team because y'all want to congratulate the Tampa Bay Yucks.
And
You
they
know?
and they dissing them. How you
Yeah,
congratulate them and they dissing you?
yeah.
Stupid ass.
Cameron Jordan, you the man one because you the man one talking about something. Oh yeah, they fighting for second place at the beginning of the year.
Right.
And you
Right.
don't even show up in the postseason like that. You can
Right.
talk about back injuries and all this other stuff, but you talking all this, you congratulating them. I tell you what, bro. if anybody learned anything about last night game, being nice don't get you anywhere. It doesn't.
No.
You saw Tampa. You saw Tampa jawing at the Chiefs. Devin White talking shit every play. That being nice shit, that shit gotta go, bro. It does. It's not gonna get you anywhere, and that's maybe
It
that.
sucks. This shit makes me mad when it's our team that's doing it. Cause how before the season started, y'all want to talk all the shit. The only person that what, I can't even say this nigga, because even Chauncey Gardner congratulated them and then still went back to talking shit. Like, if you don't sit your bipolar ass down.
Nah, he was, but I thought he was more. I thought that was more brief. I feel like he said, yeah, congrats, but y'all gonna get this work next year. It wasn't bad like Cameron Jordan. It's like they literally was sucking them off, bro.
Exactly, and they ain't come back with a thank you or nothing. They say y'all boys trash, f y'all boys weak, y'all getting like, how you congratulate them and they come back dissing you, like they don't want to hear that shit. Like, y'all no, keep that same energy is what they telling y'all, and y'all folded. Y'all embarrassing. How y'all got us cussing these people out, helping up for y'all? Oh, congratulations, you deserve it. I really love, boy. Shut your fat funky peanut head ass up.
Yeah, I'm not too happy with Cameron Jordan. I ain't been happy with him all year.
Oh, dog. And I've been going off on him all season. Like, you the main one that be talking all that trash, but you was the one person that did not show up. Like I said on Twitter, the only thing Cam Jordan to me at this point is worried about is making more Pro Bowls than his dad.
No, he trying to do what we doing. He making podcasts now.
Yeah, I seen that. I told him about that. Nigga, you doing everything and everywhere except for the one job that you getting paid to do, which is playing football. But I'm sorry for the rant. Next topic.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That's on my end.
Nah, y'all good. Y'all good. But yeah, basically for us the coaches, I mean, yeah, he the only ones that been added. Ryan Nielsen was about to be on his way out the door, but we was able to retain him, so that's good. So let's move on to the upcoming free agents that we have coming up. Saints unrestricted free agents. We got Jameis. We got Jameis. Let's understand he's going to be a free agent. Regardless of what Sean them saying.
Okay.
No, I'm talking to the listeners. For the ones that just guaranteeing Jameis is going to come back. Let's just wait and see how free agency go. Because somebody might. I ain't gonna say overpay for him because we don't know. I mean, I don't know how he's gonna bounce back. Next season, but some
How
other
can you
teams.
bounce? How can you bounce back when you never bounced in?
No, I'm talking
Like,
about off of the last time he touched the field,
yeah, but
and
Sean
as a
never even gave
full-time
us a chance to
quarterback.
see how the boy improved or anything. Like, there were several games where Drew should have not been in it. Jameis should have been in, showing us what he could have done, what he was doing with the offense while he was practicing. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was so many opportunities for Jameis to go out there and do his thing, but no, we wanted to give it to Taysom Hill.
I mean, they were saying something about Sean had promised. Sources said Sean had promised Taysom that he was gonna give him an opportunity
I don't
to
give a
see what
fuck
he
about
can
no
do.
promise. He gave him
No,
an opportunity.
they were saying Sean had promised, had gave him his word.
That's
Gave him
what
his
and
word
that's
that,
what me and WD was talking about with Sean Payton. Like, you like he don't do stuff for the better of the game and the better of the team and what's going to help us succeed. He making promissory notes and shit. Stupid ass.
but Sean been. I mean, you think about it, he always switching something up. Because I mean, he was saying the same thing. I mean, he was talking about Teddy. Saying stuff to Teddy and saying stuff to Taysom. Now he talking about Jameis. Well, I mean, which way is you going?
Yeah, because you see now in the interviews, now he giving Jameis praises. Like, why you everything you telling
Yeah,
us about Jameis now? Why you couldn't show us?
Is that? And you know what? Yeah, I agree with you. They should have at least played them at least one game.
Yeah.
yeah. Musical chairs were there. I mean, like
Because
what
I'm saying the reason why I'm saying that because all that talk, he's praising them now, but he didn't even really do anything besides that play in the playoffs.
And it was a damn good play too.
Now look, Jameis Winston. I'm not no scout. I'm not no analyst, anything. I'm just a fan giving my opinion. I'm not too high on Jameis. I'm honestly not too high on him, but I mean,
what?
I'm not. But I mean, look, if that's our quarterback, you gotta ride with him, right?
Yeah.
WD, you were my boy.
But, hey, well, see, I guess you missed it. I've been saying this. I've never been like that huge of a fan of Jameis. I mean, until he proves that,
Yeah, he got
he can limit turnovers,
Yeah, I missed that.
Until he learn how to read defenses, And look, bro, I know people gonna come at me this, and I know they're gonna argue me down. They might have some good key points to argue against me, man. But I just look, I look. The fact, though, I understand Tom Brady is a beast of a quarterback. Arguably the best in the game. Well, not now currently, but I'm talking about career wise. But just to see that it's a team. Jameis, I hope Carly didn't leave because of what I see at James. Come back, Carly. Don't do that. But nah, I just want to say, man, for them to go 7-9 last year with Jameis, and now the Super Bowl champs with Tom Brady, I understand Tom Brady. The difference between him and Jameis is night and day. I understand it, and I understand they had the addition of Antonio Brown, Gronk, Fournette, you name it. I understand it, but bro, it's something about quarterbacks that if they're good, everybody plays good around them. Most of the team plays good around them.
That's true.
Now, I'm not going against James. I'm just saying I'm not a big fan, but we'll see if they resign him and rock with him. Then I have no doubt. I have no, I can't. Hey, I just got to take it what it is, man. That's how it was, man. But we'll see.
Right, and Carly said she had the bounce.
Yeah, I was joking.
Shout out to Carly. But yeah, I mean, for us, Jameis, we get into the other free agents, but with the Jameis thing, we gotta look at how much cap Taysom is holding. He's gonna be 16 mil against the cap. So first off, they need to find out how they gonna navigate that. If they're not gonna bring Taysom Hill back for 16 mil against the cap, and he's doing gadget plays. They're not gonna bring him back for that much. And Jameis, he knows how much Taysom is due in 2021. So Taysom at least gonna want that. I mean, that's the least amount. And other teams can get him like the Colts. They can give him right at 20. I know they're not gonna. I doubt if he'd be in the mid 20s and stuff, but at least around 19, 20 mil. The Colts can do that, and the Bears looking like they're about to get. Oh boy, but yeah, I mean, I just know Jameis, he's not gonna be taking those 7 or 8 mil to come back this year to battle it out. When you got other teams got a starting role for him, and it ain't no coming back and battling it out. So we'll see how that go. And then you get him 19, 20 mil. Imagine how Marshawn gonna feel about that. Marshawn, he gonna hold out. Marshawn is gonna hold out if he don't have a deal. Come this fall. I don't think he's gonna play this 5th year out and then test free. I mean, be unrestricted. He gonna hold out. He gonna hold out this fall if he don't have a deal. And it's looking like they gonna extend them. They were saying, this could possibly help the cap if they extend them. But you extend them, and then you talking about Jameis, he gonna be wanting in the upper teens. Upper teens. The reason I believe he got the leverage, coming into these negotiations with the Saints, he got leverage with the Saints, is because you got another quarterback on the team, gonna be making 16 mil. And Jameis not gonna pull up. I was saying this on Big Q show. I called into a show. I told him Jameis is not about to walk into the locker room next year with the backup quarterback making more than him. He's not about to do that. I know that they talking about Taysom, take a pay cut. He gotta agree to take a pay cut. If they take a pay cut, ain't nobody gonna trade for him and have that huge number on their tabs. He's not, full-time quarterback. So, I'm just saying I want him back. Well, with Jameis, it's I believe he's gonna be. I believe he's gonna, be better on the turnovers. Just the fact that we have AK in the backfield to complement him. And Tampa Bay, he's never had a, elite pass catching running back, a running back that can help him, just dump the ball off, throw some easy, dump off passes, not just trying to be aggressive every single play. Ronald Jones, he was an average, pretty good, running back. But when it came time to throw the ball, Jameis was, he was just being aggressive all the time. But, now he got somebody that can help him, not be as aggressive because, plays are going to be drawn up for AK, screen plays, little dump passes, little real wild stuff like that. So I believe that, being in this offense is going to benefit him. But at the end of the day, the money talks. So you good on Winston?
Yeah. And look, man, this is to see if Winston doesn't come back. We're looking for a quarterback. Whoever that quarterback is, I really hope it's a quarterback that extend plays. That's the era we are in right now. We need a quarterback. We can use a quarterback that can, extend plays.
Right.
So, I'm done.
And Jameis, he not a very mobile quarterback, but if it come down to it, he can do a little something. But he's far as like the mobile you talking about, he's not that either. But he can make a little something. He not a Drew Brees type where he's unable to make something happen. But he's not no mobile quarterback. Not labeled as that as well. So, we see what happens. I just know his asking price. If we thinking that he gonna be back in a Saints uniform making 7-8 mil, I think we kind of fooling ourselves on that.
Well, hey, I got a question. I'm sorry. I know you was like, "Are you done?" But
you
who
good.
do you think will want Winston? Like, what team do you think would be the Colts? Okay, the Colts they're gonna go. They would go from Phillip Rivers to Jameis Winston. Pretty nice.
But the Colts, as a team, they pretty solid. They solid defense.
And I wanted to say that, like, one thing about them, the Colts, they go from quarterback to quarter. I feel like Colts they always got at least an okay quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm just saying, like, man, they had Peyton Manning. Obviously, we know about Peyton Manning. They had Andrew Luck. And, Phillip Rivers. I'm just saying, quarterbacks that gave them a shot to, make the postseason. Yeah. So, I'm sorry. Let's get back to the Saints, man. This is about the Saints.
You good on that. But okay. So we pretty much know what's up with Jameis. I'm gonna read some other ones. Of course, we got Marcus Williams. We got Traquan. PJ, it's over with. Chris not gonna deal with it. We got Malcolm Brown. We need to get him back. We got Sheldon Anzalone. I didn't even realize he was a free agent. I thought he was in the 18 class, but now he was in Sean's class. So then we got Justin Hardy. We got JT Gray. Dwayne Washington, and Tom Montgomery. So we got, offensive and defensive guys, some key guys. Well, Traquan, But on the defense, we got a few key players, but special teams most definitely.
Yeah, I was about to
Really,
say that special teams. I think
yeah,
special teams. I forgot what the stat was, man, but they had to allow probably the fewest yards of returns.
yeah.
Another moral
Dwayne,
victory. Shit.
right. Dwayne, JT, and Justin Hardy. Now, I believe they're gonna retain Justin Hardy. Well, hopefully they retain all three because Justin Hardy and JT Gray, they the ring leaders on the special teams. As far as Craig Robinson, I'm not sure. Dwayne Washington, I don't see. I mean, maybe somebody else may want him for special team, but I don't see nobody, signing him as a running back. But yeah, hopefully those guys we can bring them back. But yeah, Malcolm Brown, we definitely need his presence because Sheldon is gonna be gone. Somebody, I ain't even gonna say overpay. I mean, Sheldon was just hurt a lot with us. He was hurt a lot with us. Also, I'm not gonna call him, no bust or nothing like that. But him coming out of college, I did expect it, him to be a Pro Bowler, and it probably could have happened, if he was healthy. But that's just how it goes, man. He just wasn't. He didn't stay healthy enough, to be able to show that potential.
All right. Yeah, they're gonna need a defensive tackle regardless. So
But you mean
in
a draft,
general,
a draft or
I
just in?
mean, just in general. I mean, if you can't lose both Rankins and Malcolm Brown.
Right.
I understand we had depth there too, but come on, man. Somebody to go right next to David Ayamada. You gotta have Malcolm Brown or Sheldon, one of them. And if
Right.
not, you might want to look in the draft.
That's true. And we in the lead. I think they said the cap is projected to be around 181 mil. So I think that was going to be a little bit above of what was expected. I know how much is we over the cap? I believe it's 74. Yeah, right at 74 mil over the cap. Breeze took that 24 mil pay cut. Shout out to him for doing that. Um,
Thank you, Drew.
yeah, so that takes us down to what 50 mil. We still got more work to do. Guys want
Definitely.
to take some pay cuts. So, just a challenging all season. I think the draft, we're gonna have to have one hell of a draft. One hell
Mm-hmm.
of a draft this all season. We're gonna have to pull off another 2017 class.
Up close.
It's gonna have to be right there with it. We can't be, you know, trading the rest of our draft to pick one person. And Troutman gonna do us. I believe he gonna be a solid tight end for us. Maybe even better than that. He got some potential. He showed, his hands reliable. He's not fumbling the ball. Letting guys come up just strip him and stuff like that. So definitely see some promise with Troutman. But
Yeah. As far as this draft goes, it cannot be like 2017. I'm sorry. It can be. I'm sorry, not 2017, 2018. And also, I know this was a pretty bad draft that I'm bringing up, a 2015, where I felt like late rounds was sometimes special teams use. Well, I guess that wasn't too much of 2015, but as far as like 2018 goes, I can't even remember some of those late rounders, man. They can't. What I'm saying here is they cannot be drafting for strictly special teams anymore. Like they got to stop. Okay, so I feel like every draft pick is going to be critical, and a critical piece to the team. That's what got to happen.
right, and I see a few guys in the comments, Christopher Favor talking about drafting Matt Jones. I don't even think he's gonna fall to 28. And honestly, I don't think we. I mean, unless like he fall to 28 or something,
Man,
I
hold
don't
up.
even want to consider him.
There got to be Jake in the chat hyping up the whole chat talking about some Mac Jones, man. It gotta be him.
Yeah. Now if he fall to 28, which is, I mean, which is possible. It's possible. I mean, if you look around the league, who really needs a quarterback? You know, the Jaguars is gonna get Trevor Lawrence. You know, the Bears, they about to make a trade. They about to make a trade for Carson. You know, that's gonna go down. So they gonna have their quarterback in here.
Look at this dude, man.
Colts. What are you talking about? Let me get down.
He talking about some Mac Jones trade up for him. Don't let Jake buck your head up now. We
Yeah, the way this looking, we're gonna have to draft some skill positions. You know, who's gonna be our free safety? I believe somebody is gonna, I'm not gonna say
that's the
overpay, but they're gonna outbid us.
yeah. I was gonna say if there's one big name that we're gonna keep, it can be Marcus Williams. I think it's a pipe dream for ain't no way Trey Henderson is gonna be back. I don't see that happening. But Marcus, I mean, it's so tough because you remember we was after Marcus. Marcus was having a poor first half of the season, and then at the end of the second half of the season, he looked like the best safety. He looked like one of the best safeties in the NFL. He was playing more physical. He was catching interceptions. Taking taking a good bit of the field away, man. He was playing great football. So it was suck to see him go because he was really like he was starting to trend up, man. It looked like he was really trending up. That sucks.
Right. And shout out to Crash 4. He said 94 over. Dang. Yeah, we definitely in a hellhole. That's you know.
And look, yeah, people are gonna say, well, Mickey got that. Mickey got that. Yeah, Mickey, he probably got that, but understand that we're gonna have to let guys go. A
Yeah.
lot of guys ain't gonna be here for that to happen. And
Mhm.
pretty much the basic thing is, I guess you extend contracts and leave more of the problem for next off season.
I believe that's why we're here now, because they kept backloading Breeze deals that we done got here.
I mean, I'm
You
just
know,
saying, man. That's basically what Loomis is. That's what's the key word? How you
the
see that?
Wizards.
Loomis. I forgot with the ing. I can't see that, man. Loomising. Yeah, Loomising. That's what you call it, man. I guess you can call it that too, CV. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Right. But I'll say this though about I know we talking about the upcoming free agents, but I'll say this. I believe this giving up those two first, for Davenport is really about to start eating at us. It was two first, wasn't it? Two
Wait
first
for
for
what?
Davenport. For Davenport, it was
Oh
two
yeah,
first.
yeah. Absolutely.
So I believe that's starting to come back to bite us now. Especially it comes back to bite you when the guy ain't producing, like that. Now, like I said, when he got back on the field, he started, being consistent. I'm talking about far as health wise. He excuse me, he was getting some pressure, but we want to see him touch the quarterback. You know, that's what we signed him to do. To get his hands on the quarterback. He definitely didn't do that. Trey, he had been showing potential, you know, as well, but he just couldn't stay healthy. But when he got his health together, he definitely took off. And he definitely about to get a huge payday, but it won't be from us. Just due to the situation we're in. Okay, so Anzalone, what do you thinking we'll bring him back? I mean, basically we brought in a
The
linebacker.
the way that season ended, man. The only thing as Alex Anzalone going to be here for is depth. So I mean, is it really critical for him to come back? I don't know, man. They need linebackers. Period. They need linebackers Because Quan, I don't think Quan is going to come back. He may. I would hope he come back. And even so, he got an injury problem, obviously. So, Alex Anzalone, I'm just going to say, I wouldn't go crazy for him. I wouldn't. Because, I mean, at this point, I feel like he's going to always be for depth. The way he looked at right, and the reason why they even looked for another linebacker was because of Anzalone played early in the season as well. So I mean, really, I don't think they're that high on Alex, especially after how he looked in that playoff game. So,
Right. I see RTP, and I knew somebody was gonna show up. Anyone know who the king of the South is? At some full friend. Y'all the Super Bowl champs. I mean, like I said, when you know, y'all we won the division, but y'all won the Super Bowl. So that's why I said on my end, far as going back and forth, I don't have no leverage.
yeah, I got no shit to talk. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
I'm,
you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get no congrats from me. You know, I will
yeah,
say that. I will say that they deserve it as far as them. Going on the road 3 straight times, and then to end it off, having the Super Bowl at their home. So with that being said, for you to go on, win 3 games on the road, 3 straight, I feel like you deserve it. But that's all you're gonna get from me. It's still fuck the Bucks over here, you
yeah,
know. So
definitely congratulations.
yeah, and hopefully we can run it back and clap back because I mean we knew we could have beat them. You know what I'm saying? It's all Jared Cook, bro. All Jared Cook, Drew Brees, but it is what it is, bro.
Right. But yeah, I'm definitely, I had nothing to say because I'm definitely not bringing up no division titles. Myself. I'm even tired of that now. At this point, just all these division titles, and then pulling up in these postseasons, not doing nothing. But that's just where we're at now. Far as is our championship window closed, we shall see. I'm not gonna say it's closed yet. I just got to see how the off season, turns out. I believe if Jameis is the quarterback, if he can make smart decisions with the football, which he should, like I said, he has a elite pass catching running back to dump it off. He don't have to try to be aggressive. Our offense will be much better. We'll probably have a top 5 passing offense. Get back in, being a top passing offense along with running the ball. So our offense definitely will be, back at the top again, you know, if we resign him, in my opinion. Because he can throw the ball, it's just the decision making, you know. But yeah, that's yeah, as far as that, I had nothing to say. Had nothing to say to, Bucks fans. But as far as everybody else in the division, they don't have no ring to show for it. At least the Bucks did have a ring to show for it. We were just the latest champs, but now it's just even worse. But it is what it is. We on our end, we shouldn't even be concerned about that. Going back and forth. We need to be worried about, how this off season is about to come about for us. Because if Breeze come back, I'm going to be pissed off. You get pissed off enough, then it start getting disrespected. Me starting to disrespect him, man. I ain't trying to do that because he done wonders for the organization, done turned it around, and we know what he done. But it's time for him to go. We gotta be dangerous on all 3 levels of the offense, and that's not hit us in the ass. 3 out of these 4 playoffs. Us not being able to you know attack the deep end of the defense, and they just bringing their safeties up. That's what Tampa did. The first 2 games they really didn't bring their safeties up like that.
I feel like this, man. I feel like our time will be coming. Just won't be as sooner. It won't be as soon as we was hoping, and definitely not with Drew. But if we still have Sean Payton in the next few seasons, man, it could probably happen again. So
Right. And I see Mark 504 said bring back Ingram.
huh? I don't know about all that, man.
If Latavius if he was gonna be unrestricted free agent, then yeah, I would bring back Mark because Mark is a better pass catcher than Latavius, so that just makes it even more dangerous in the backfield. I mean, we know what he was doing, and Latavius a hell of a running back. He definitely giving us some good rushes.
But do you think Ingram is declining? Because if you think about it, he's been in the season, he's been in the league for since 2011. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying he is, but what if he is declining?
Yeah, I think he. Well, I'm not even gonna say that. When I see them last season, he was still playing at a high level, and then I guess they just wanted to go younger at that position. I guess they saw talent in the draft, or somebody fell to him. Dobbins fell to him, and it was like, well, let's get young at this position. I believe that's what that move was.
I'm just saying, man, like he was the third running back by the end of the season, right? Third running back.
Yeah.
If he were to come back here, you think he'll be the third running back again?
With Latavius still on the roster?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what kind of income we getting. I don't really know if he done declined yet, but it just in my opinion, I believe that move was made just to get young at the position. So they can, have a running back for the next 10, 10, 12 years, compared to having Mark for another year or two, and then you see a decline in him, and then you get to the draft, maybe you miss out on a running back. So I believe it's just more of Dobbins failed to him. And they just went with him. But I'm not sure. Okay, shout out to Fernando. He said, "Hi, WhoDat Nation from Brazil." Shout out to you.
Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil. Okay, so let's wait. Donald Woods Jr. said Mark got a lot left in him. I can see Ingram coming back. But can you see him being on the roster along with Murray?
Do you see him coming back? That's mine. Because I mean, remember he kind of him and his agent, man, he priced himself. He priced himself. I feel like.
Right. That's true. And Latavius, he what, 28? I think he 28, 29. But I mean, in my opinion, I think that's not a position. That's not an area to be, worried about. About Mar. Like I said, he done wonders. He was a few yards from breaking Deuce's record. What he done for the city and stuff. But Latavius is here now. So his agent, I think his agent messed that up. But if we get him, I really don't see somebody going. AK gonna be getting his snaps, so somebody gonna be getting minimum amount of snaps. And far as throwing AK in the slot, stuff like that, Deontay Harris has emerged. So Deontay Harris, I'm not sure if they're gonna have him on the outside or more in the slot, but Deontay Harris is definitely back to be. He's definitely gonna be in the game plan, come that season. You've seen especially what he can do. He's definitely gonna be. He may be wide receiver number 2. If they let go of Emmanuel Sanders. So we kind of see how that go. But okay, we can chop it up on this AK situation. Then we can open up the phone lines, get thoughts. Get the listeners' thoughts. But AK, as you guys know, he The report came out that he refused to, put on the tracking device, the contact tracing device. You put on, you're supposed to put that on after you test positive, and they do that. To try to find out who the person was around. So a result of him refusing to do that, we the Saints should be expecting a huge penalty for that. And I know Cats is saying stuff about Pittsburgh and all them dancing in the locker room. Yeah, they should definitely be fined for that. But if this is true with AK, refusing to do that, this is a pandemic, we in, and I know that applies with everybody else. That's why Pittsburgh should be seeing something along with some other teams that was doing dances and stuff without masks. But yeah, there's definitely gonna be a huge blow to us, and they're gonna go straight to these draft picks. That's gonna be a part of the penalty. They already took a draft pick for us not having the mask on in the locker room. After that Tampa game, I think it was like a fifth or sixth. So with this situation, we could possibly get a high draft pick taken away, and this is the wrong time, for us to be losing out on draft picks. So what's your thoughts on that situation?
Man, oh man. The target they got it out for the Saints, man. That's all I got, bro. Like I don't know, dog. At this point, I just don't know. I don't know what they can do. I mean, really, it was bad on. It was kind of bad on AK, but it was a bit on Sean there too, man. But I really can't speak too much on that, CB. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't. We just gonna have to accept another punishment, man. Yet again, it is what it is.
Yeah. And we don't know the full details on that yet, but
Right.
I just seen that, but if that's true that he refused to wear, the contact tracing, if that's true, then that means that he knew he was around some heavyweight players that was gonna have to set out, with him. That's the only thing I can think of for him to refuse to do that. But hopefully, that's not true, and hopefully we'll be able to, keep our draft picks because we need every bit of draft, pieces possible. And it's good we getting that third round, that comp pick. And I believe we getting another comp pick too. It's a fifth or sixth for the Teddy situation. I'm not exactly sure on that, but yeah, we need all the draft pieces possible. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is put the link in the comment section. You guys call in. Jake said he was gonna call in tonight. So Jake, we looking forward to hearing from you. So you guys call in. Give us your thoughts on this off season coming up.
I thought that man Jerry said F football.
Yeah,
I felt like that a week ago or so.
and Crasford, yeah, he said Goodell was on the podium last night with no mask. But he trying to throw out all these fines and stuff, but you ain't even being a example yourself. If you trying to enforce all this stuff, make sure you wearing your mask and stuff. Man, like come on now.
Oh, you talking about at the ceremony? No, I ain't
Yeah,
watch that shit.
Goodell, he ain't had nothing on. And Crasford said we need another linebacker, a sideline to sideline guy who will lay you out. See Devin White, Demario needs help, and he's 1 year older. Bit fast.
They finally got him help. Unfortunately, it was an injury prone guy, and I mean, man, look. At this point, what we had got from Quan the middle of last season, he was a baller, man. He was a fast, athletic linebacker, can do it all basically. And yeah, I now after having somebody like Quan, I hope the Saints now know what they need to look for in the linebacker. Because to be honest with you, they're not really good at drafting linebackers. But hopefully they can see here for real, dude, man. They can hopefully they can see, man, what what a real linebacker looks like, man, as far as speed, being a sneaker and cover, because I mean, come on, man, we gotta start with the look. I mean, Zach Bryan, he can do something, bro, but I mean, I don't see him as this guy that's gonna, run all over the field and he might make a play but I mean, really, he was just rushing the passer for the most part. That was his best.
Right.
So, man, I just hope we finally know what a real linebacker look like.
Right.
As far as drafting one, because I mean, he's definitely he's been playing as a top linebacker the past few seasons. Man, Jake, please stop it, bro. Man, Jake, that boy knew you a troll, boy.
But we got some callers on the line, so we can get to them. I do want to get back on Zach Bond though. We get back on him in a few. So now we got the OG Jerry Poole on the line. Jerry Poole, was good with you, fam?
What's going on, CB and WD? How y'all doing tonight, bruh?
What's up, Jerry? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. I'm still here. Thank the good Lord above. And to be honest
What's
with you, to be honest with you guys, to be real, just for the record, I'm still alive, not dead.
Hey man, we all here, bro. We ain't running from nobody. We ain't running from a single goddamn thing, man. We all here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, fellas, what I want to talk about tonight, I got a lot of shit on my plate, bruh. But before I get into that, shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Who that to everybody? I hope y'all doing well as I am. Love you all. Who that to you? Shout out to everybody. And shout out to you as well, CB and WD and Carly and Uptown wherever he is, Flama wherever he's at, and Payton wherever he's at. Shout out to the entire team.
Hey man, we appreciate it.
Yeah. But I kind of want to pick up where what Carter was saying when she was on there and the rant she did. She made some valid points on tonight. She really made some valid points on tonight. But I want to touch up on my version about what's going on right now. But first of all, fuck the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Absolutely.
Yes, I know they won the Super Bowl Sunday night, but fuck them. Congratulations on y'all rigged Super Bowl win, because that's exactly what it was on Sunday night. Y'all paid them referees to suck y'all dick to get that championship. That's exactly what y'all did. CB and WD, I had to address that because that's exactly what happened on Sunday night. Them referees gave them that Super Bowl. So congratulations, y'all dick riders. Now, I got that out the way. Go ahead, WD.
Nah, man, go ahead, man. I don't got much to say, man. Go ahead.
Well, no, I'm sorry, man. I had to get that off my chest, man. I couldn't hold it much longer because if I keep holding it much longer, it will never get out. So I had to do it. But y'all was saying something about the salary cap. I did see that that if Drew Brees decides to retire, which he will, that'll save up a lot more money. So my address to Drew Brees out there, wherever you at, go ahead and make it official. Go ahead and retire. Don't come back and play football. You focus on your family. You focus on this new job at NBC. Just focus on that. Because if you think for 1 second, if you coming back, I will come to New Orleans and put you in the power bomb if I have to. If you even think about coming back playing for another year, let these young boys come out there and play. You stay the fuck at home and focus on what you're doing right now. Focus on your new job. Focus on your family. Focus on anything else other than football. Don't bring your ass back. You're 42 years old right now. Don't come back. And to everyone that think that Taysom Hill is going to be the future of this team, you need to stop drinking that liquor. Y'all need to stop smoking that weed and face reality. I don't care if it's
That's
Winston. I don't care who the next quarterback is for the Saints. Taysom Hill is not the future of this team. I'm speaking it right now to the entire WhoDat Nation. If y'all think about if Taysom Hill going to become the next quarterback, you are sadly mistaken right now.
true.
Now that's exactly that part right there.
But
Now
they gonna have to do something with his they're gonna have to restructure his deal though.
they're gonna have
He
to do
don't
CB. They're gonna have to do a lot of restructuring, a lot of pay cuts, and everything in between to get this salary back on his feet again. Because, like y'all said, we are definitely in cap hell as of now, and restructuring these deals and doing these pay cuts and everything in between is going to get this salary cap where it need to be, so we can focus on the draft. And speaking of that, I did see that about that. I don't know. I just don't understand the NFL. To be honest with you, I just don't. The NFL. Oh my God, Lord have mercy, help me, Jesus. The NFL need to be called the National Fuckery League because every time you turn around, these teams do something good. These assholes want to take everything you got. They already done took some draft picks from us. Don't you think they've done enough damage already? Not only they hating on the Saints, but now they're hating on the Steelers. I'm like, what the fuck is going on around here? Really? I mean, because now y'all praising the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because they won a championship. Y'all praising Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs because they won a Super Bowl last year. I mean, give me a fucking break, man. Come on. I'm serious about this. This fun, it used to be a lot of fun, but it ain't no fun no more, man. This is bullshit.
you're right on that.
I,
You're right
I,
on
I,
that, man.
and, and,
A lot
and,
of
and
these
let me
people
and let me and
already
let me and let me
adopted the
throw
league.
and CB, let me throw this in real quick. Let me throw this in here real quick. Whoever this Deshaun Anderson person is, he is not a Saints fan. The dude is a Bucks fan. I'm sure Uptown already know about that because he was on the chat a month ago before we played in the divisional round. He ain't no Saints fan. He's a Bucks fan. So Deshaun Anderson, whoever you are out there, fuck you. All right, fuck out of here.
Amen.
Now I had to get that
Amen.
out of the way. Whoever else, whoever Bucks fan on here too, fuck y'all too. Congratulations, y'all dick riding motherfuckers.
I approve that message.
That's all I got to say about that. But on the real, we just got to get back in formation, man. We just got to get this team back. I mean, I'm not going to talk about we ain't going to talk about these divisional championships. That's in the past because that is not going to help you win a championship, bruh.
Mm-mm.
And I'm gonna still say blame Jared Cook. I'm still gonna say that
Absolutely.
motherfucker need to go.
Yeah.
That motherfucker need to go. And let
You're
let
right on
Adam
that.
let Adam Troutman be the future tight end for now. Jared Cook, your ass gotta go, bruh. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it.
They, Let him and Josh Hill still hold it down. Josh Hill is a reliable backup tight end. Definitely he's still a hell of a blocking tight end. So,
Hey man,
he
I'm gonna
definitely
say
gonna
that.
help.
Hey, yeah, you right about Josh Hill. I think they're gonna have to add another linebacker though. I'll say another linebacker. I'm sorry, another tight end. Tight end.
Oh, you think they need to part ways, this off season?
No, with
I
Jared
think
Cook,
so.
yeah, sure. But I'm saying they
Yeah.
need to find a replacement for Jared Cook. And yeah, I know Trump he can step up, but I'm just saying you want two athletic line. I feel like you need two athletic tight ends. I don't know why I keep about to say linebacker, man, but yeah, two tight ends. I think so. Why not?
Yep.
Right.
That's what I see.
Well, all right, Jerry.
And let me and can I say this, CB? I mean, I
Give me
just
that.
wanted to address not to just to all the Saint fans that's on the chat and that's here on YouTube and Facebook. Not just no. I mean, shouts out to y'all. I love y'all. But I'm gonna speak to these other Saint fans that's like in other states.
Huh?
Why the hell do y'all want to go pull for that scumbag Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because listen, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are in our division. Why the hell y'all want to go root for them and help Tom Brady win his seventh ring? Why the fuck y'all want to do that? Good Lord, and only Lord knows y'all hate their guts, just like we do the Falcons and just like we do the punk ass Panthers. Why the hell y'all want to go for these yucks, man? Tell me.
I can kind of answer that. They
Stupid,
don't know
man.
they don't know any better, Jerry. They don't. I don't see them as diehard Saints fans. They just probably I guess you can call it fair weather, but I mean they at the end of the day those
And
people
that is
they don't
exactly
know
what
any
they
better.
are.
They don't know any better, So I mean like don't waste too much energy on them people, man.
If you say you are a Saints fan, I'm not talking about the ones that's on the chat. I'm talking about the ones that's out there in like Louisiana and Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Washington, all over, even all, the whole damn country. Stick with the team that you stick with and leave it at that. Don't become no bandwagoner because the Buccaneers won the damn Super Bowl. Don't do that. If you say you a Saints fan, stick with it. And the 31 teams, y'all stick with them too. Don't be no two teamer or three teamer or four teamer because that's exactly what a bandwagoner is. You stick with the team that you love and leave it where it's at. I just wanted to throw that out there, CB and WD, because I'm trying to get these realistic Saints fans back on their feet again. That's what I'm trying to do. That's why I'm here to address the WhoDat Nation. I'm talking about the realistic, certified, bona fide Saints fans. I'm talking about when they weren't winning a damn thing in the past until now.
Right. Well, Jerry, man, we appreciate you for calling in, fam. You the OG, man. So definitely shout out to you. Keep holding it down. We definitely have
Always,
much love
always,
for you.
always CB and WD. And once again, shout out to the entire team and shouts out to everybody. Once again, man, I just wanted to just get that out off my chest because like I said in the past, y'all my MVPs every day. I say this all the time. No matter what podcast I'm on, I don't care if it's here. I don't care if it's Big Q's channel. I don't care if it's TJ Jones' channel. I say this all the time before I close out. Y'all my MVPs every day. I thank God for each and every one of y'all out there because without y'all, I would not be on here talking Saints football with y'all during the season and the off season. Y'all know I got nothing but love for y'all. I love each and every one of y'all, and there's absolutely nothing that y'all could do about it. I got love for y'all. I love you all. God bless you. I love you all.
All right,
All
man.
right, Jerry. You have a good night, fam.
All right, you two, CB and WD, and WhoDat for life.
For sure.
Mhm. All right, so next we got Donald D. I just want to read this comment. I think Josh Hill is you said he asked. I mean, I think he a serviceable
I
backup.
think he talking about as a receiving tight end.
Oh
He
nah. He is a
yeah he But yeah, man, that was good, man. Raw and unfiltered by Jerry Porter. That was great.
All right, but now we got Donald D on the line. Donald D, what's good with you, fam? Welcome.
How you doing? What's
What's
going
up,
on?
Doc?
Good. Hey, look, first of all, everything Jerry said is correct. Because you know why? He's the old school Saints fan. He went through all the years of losing. I'm talking about the years from Dicker, from Moore, from I can't uh uh uh, Bum Phillips. And he just went from the years of losing. So at the end of the day, he appreciates all this stuff. He appreciates it because at the end of the day, he went through all the years, all the pain. So even the Haslett days. So he appreciates all this. So hey, he the old school. Salute to him. I couldn't agree everything he said. So it's all good. But how y'all doing tonight?
Oh man, doing really good. Outside of football.
Look, man. This what it is. Yesterday look at the end of the day. This what it is. My thing is, the Tampa had 2 penalties. Kansas City had 10. You tell me the math. Like I said, that second quarter, those penalties were awful, atrocious, terrible. I never seen that in my life.
Hey man, hey
Stupid.
hey
It is
yeah.
what it is, man.
I know the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl it definitely didn't help yesterday. But for me,
Well,
it wasn't really that much of a thing. It was just more about the Saints. Like I was saying earlier,
well,
we were the only team leading versus the Bucks this whole postseason.
yeah,
That's the killer. It's
yeah,
not about losing in the postseason. It's losing to
yeah,
teams that you should beat.
yeah. Well, you know what? It's crazy. We lose in the playoffs, but we always come back every year with a better record. So, hey, I won't be surprised if we have the same record we had this year. It's not even about the division title. It's about us getting to the dance and having the opportunity to beat whoever's in the day. We're gonna get our best shot. They're gonna get their best shot, and the best team will win.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, hey, we're good. You know what's crazy? I wouldn't be surprised if our offense be the number one offense in the league next year. You want to know why? Because of
Who
Jameis.
is that?
Because Jameis in his off. Jameis in his arm. A strong arm. It's a cannon. He
Yeah,
doesn't
he
have to be.
did.
He doesn't have to be perfect. This is the thing I keep telling him about. He doesn't have to be perfect. He just got to be enough. As long as he don't turn the ball over, it's so we're good. If we got
How, how,
defense,
how much
I,
you think he need to? How much you think he gonna be asking for? I think
I,
that's the big
I
question.
heard that they're going to extra for much. I just think he's going to go in there and give it his best shot and go out. But he's going to be the quarterback. You know what's crazy? Payton's never had a quarterback like this. Strong arm, tall, he's got some touch. Then he's got some mobility. He can move. Breeze was never known for moving. Like he'll run for a first down. Breeze is never known for running. I mean, sometimes he'll run, but he'll just sit there in the pocket, take a second, like, man, run for the first down. But James has got some mobility. He's got some touch. And then he's young. James is what, 26, 27? That's what I'm saying. What you started. Young. And then this guy ain't even getting in his prime yet. This guy's got a good football team around him. I don't blame him for bringing him back. He's young. Then he's got young foot guys around him, guys who know how to win, know how to play. And then he was in the system for a whole year. So I like it. I don't blame him. And as far as Taysom Mills is concerned, that's just a gadget player. These are guys for third down, get a third down short runs. Or try and get a pass, but if he throws the ball, you just sit there and go to the ball damn much. You probably get a fumble out of it. That guy's no quarterback, man. He's just a good special teams, tight end, receiver. He's just a gadget player. That's who he is. And he knows that. And Payton knows that.
Yeah, well,
They
they
don't.
figured that out.
They don't have to say it. I'll say it for them. I'll give it to how people feel. And if they can't get in their heads, that's just too damn bad.
But
We're good.
this my question for that though.
What's
Why
the
is you
question?
gonna give a why is you gonna give a gadget and like I said, I want Jameis to be the quarterback.
You talk about the $16 million.
Yeah,
The $16
why did
million.
they give him
Oh,
16 million dollars to be a
that's just
gadget?
good. That's good service. That's good business. That's called business. That's called business. That's good. Hey, listen. When you did good by them for doing all the stuff he was doing, special teams, catching the ball, he ain't complain. They got so many players on there that were going to be complaining we did all that, man. So he totally great for that guy. He came in and did his job. And then when we win the game, he actually did the ball well. He went for what 3-4 games for us. I like him. He did for us. He just couldn't stop fumbling the ball. That's the problem. Couldn't stop fumbling the ball. I mean, you don't fumble the ball. We would have more of those drives with more points. But he didn't complain. Shit, God said that unselfish. That's what he won your team. That's because that him getting $16 million. They were winning because he was doing everything else. So he did his job. That's been the team playing. So yeah. And then I got the other question is we talk about Mark Ingram and Latavius Murray. I wouldn't be surprised if Mark Ingram came back here. He's got a lot left in the tank. He playing on the football team that just drafted 2 good running backs, and that really was the end of it. The thing with me with the Baltimore Ravens is they don't got the number 1 receiver. You give Lamar Jackson number 1 receiver, it's over with for them. Because they got a running game, give him talk about a number 1 receiver. It's totally over with them. But at the end of the day, it's time. When Baltimore is just up. And with Latavius Murray, he good. Latavius Murray good, but he ain't better than Mark Ingram. He just down on the runner. He actually did good with us, but it's just that he just ain't what Mark Ingram was. So Mark was a first-round pick. The problem with Mark was he went to Alabama. And I saw people didn't like him. And then once they found out how good he really was, then they started to love him. His agent is the reason why he left us. Mark was actually planning on staying here. That contract situation just went bad. And like that when that stuff like that happens, I'm firing my agent. They're like, you know what? We're gonna stay here. We're gonna figure this out. Even if I gotta represent myself to get my money, we're gonna stay right where we at. Because for me, it ain't about money. It's about money championships. Fuck the money. Pay me good enough. All that money being greedy and all that, man, get out with that, man. So yeah. And then you know what's crazy? The Saints draft. So that's another thing. And then they get good undrafted free agents, late first round, late draft picks that come to be typical players. So they know what they're doing. Hey, all I know is I'm looking excited to the next season because at the end of the day, Payton, this will probably be like the first year we can say, I got a new quarterback, I got a strong arm. I can finally bring back the offense I had 5 to 10 years ago. Shots down the field. Shots down the field. Play action. I got a quarterback that can run. He'll be more excited about this than James would be. It's crazy. It's crazy. We were playing in a limitation of offense. They had no passing game. I think that really hurted them to see that. I think it really did hurt them. Because at the end of the day, we're not known for running that ball like that. We run the ball like this, which is good, but hey, man, we're known for throwing the ball down the field. He got him playing in the West Coast offense. We're not a West Coast offense. They're shut down. So I'm like, what? They're not shut pass. Get out of here. We are El Coryell offense. That's who we are. That's what we've been. That's what we were 5 years ago. Now in the West Coast offense, man, get that shit out of here, man. Throw that playbook away and get rid of it. Go back to the El Coryell. Go back to the 2011 offense. Shots down the field. We're still attacking them in the running game. That's what we gotta get back to. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
When you're able to take shots like it wasn't a pass, that just lead a run game, open that lead a screen game.
Look at Darren Sproles when he was there. His first look what he did. Everybody kept talking about we're gonna lose Reggie Bush and all that. Look what Darren Sproles did. Well, we forgot about that. Like the next, by the first game, we forgot all about that shit. So the crazy thing with him was he was short. He was 5'6", 185 pounds, short. It was quick. And he got on the good. Then you got him, Pierre Thomas, Chris Ivory, Mark, and that was a good group. And they just ran with it, and it just was monsters. Our problem was our defense was horrible in those years. They were horrible. Our defense now is great. It's top 5 in almost every category. Our offense just fell apart because of these limitations on offense. We kept on the ball downfield. And give good credit to Joe. He fought with it, but at the end of the day, I think he knew. But he ain't make excuses. He ain't bitching about it. He ain't crying about it. He just went there and played. He did his best thing, man. Hey, it is what it is. Are you remember that's the era, book era? Well, that was a good era. That was the Joe Horn era. The Deuce McAllister era, we weren't good enough. We were a good 500 team. This team is way better than that team, buddy. And Jim Harrison ain't even better than Jim Moore. Jim Harrison just won the playoff game. That's it. And Jim Harrison had a good defense, had a good defensive line, but that was just a 1-year wonder. Now we're still good, so I still expect this to compete. And you know what's crazy? People keep talking about we were building. How are we rebuilding with this team we got? Ain't this crazy, you man? Oh, rebuilding. Does that even shake your head when they say that? That's just stupid. In my
Well,
opinion.
we gotta see.
Rebuilding. Hey, forget about the
No,
cap.
I'm not. I ain't gonna
Cap.
call it a I ain't gonna
Hey,
call it a
cap. Put it
rebuild.
this way: the cap. Don't even worry about that. That's planned out for. We're gonna take care of that. Don't even worry about the cap. It's like the NBA. We're over the luxury tax. We don't give a shit. We're gonna find a way to figure it out.
That's true, but
But it's
Once you get,
about, but
once
really,
you
it's
get, once
about
you,
losing
you know
certain
what it
parts.
was? The pandemic happened, and that's just how what it was. Other than that, if the pandemic don't happen, we still would have been keep doing that shit. So that stuff I don't worry about. We're gonna get that figured out. Although we might
which
cut
would
some plans.
be
Huh?
I
what
was
you think?
saying, man, I understand the cap, like we were saying earlier with Loomis, but
Yeah,
we gotta understand that
yeah.
we are gonna lose players for that to happen.
Well, that happens. Look, man, when you win like that, that's a good thing. When you're winning like that, you're losing players, but then you can able to replace them with some draft picks. I mean, that's great.
Yeah,
So
they gotta get the draft
that's,
right.
that's
They have to.
well, hey, we've been getting it right for the past 5 years, 5, 6 years. So hey,
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't
or
say
what's
that.
that? What we missed on? Well, probably a couple players, but other than that, we've been good in that area. Shit, you tell a lot of those other teams that have been getting draft picks right. So that don't even get me. You can't be with that, buddy. No,
Yes, I can. I could definitely
hey,
hit you
hey,
with that.
hit give
I
me
can hit you with this because right now, you know,
who's that? Who you talking? We talking about the linebacker position?
we can talk about that. We could talk about the receivers. All this time
What
you sit up
receivers?
here,
Hey,
you
what
replacing,
no?
you
Hey,
gonna hey
what
man,
no?
hey, hold on, man. Let me talk. Let me talk. You've been talking,
Let
bro. So
them.
let me talk. So receivers, we've been waiting all this time for a second receiver like Emmanuel Sanders. It took all this time for you to finally get a receiver like Emmanuel Sanders. Now we talking about linebackers. It took for us to trade for a linebacker like Quan Alexander for us to finally figure out what a linebacker duel looks like. Davenport, we could have went opposite number 2 cornerback on side of Lattimore. We finally got Janoris Jenkins. Waited all this time. We went from Crawley. I'm sorry, no, we went from God knows what, Devontae Harris to Crawley to Eli Apple. We could have got J.R. Alexander. Traded up 2 first rounders for
Well,
Davenport. And Davenport, he finished the season with 1.5 sacks.
well, you can't be here. He got a lot of
Tre'Quan
pressure
Smith.
on him.
I'm sorry, I'm
Well,
not finished. Tre'Quan
oh, good,
Smith,
yeah.
not that good of look. He's okay, but come on, we could have done better.
Well, of course.
Every year we're sitting up here. The first round, we are playing musical chairs with the offensive lineman.
Yeah.
So yes,
Yes.
what I'm saying here is that I understand 2017 was a good draft class, but I feel like we still been getting complacent, not finding enough depth. Yeah, because when you start doing stuff like trading up for one guy, like Adam Trotman, I'm not saying, hey, look, he can turn out pretty good, but hey, man, you know what I'm saying? You're trading up picks. You sometimes you're drafting for special teams. I wouldn't say all
Yeah.
these drafts been that great.
Hey, well, hey,
I
look.
feel like they could do a whole lot better than what the hell they have been doing. And like I said, I understand 2017 was an absolutely great, phenomenal draft. I understand that.
Yeah.
And like with all this time, when we know Drew Brees is 42 years old, you could have been looking for a quarterback as well. So I would not say that the Saints drafting has been phenomenal. Far from it, in my opinion. Besides 2017.
That's correct. No, you're right. And you know what? We could have got Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, etc. This crazy thing is we were supposed to give him Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs took him right underneath our nose. That was unfortunate, but that's what it is. But hey, you know what? A coach said this a long time ago. He said, hey, these draft picks are 50-50. You got to go with the guy you like. You got to go with the guy your staff like. At the end of the day, well, let's roll.
Yeah, I feel you.
No, I was gonna say what I done today, man. We
Nah, babe, but hey, at the end of the day, bro, we're gonna get this corrected. We're gonna get this right.
I hope
Because
so, man. We got to.
hey, look, I'm not gonna be the one to do all that. I'm not saying that we've been running for the past 4 years. It's just at the end of the day, it's postseason that's been killing us. And now, let's see what happens. Well, look, man, I have a good night, man.
All right, you too.
Bye, buddy.
all right. All right, and before we get to the next caller, we had a super chat. Laugh my ass off. The truth hurts. My fault. We had a caller, so we didn't get to it right away. But shout out to you, fam, for the super chat. Said this is a pretty good channel. I like tuning in. Just wish the Saints would be holding that Lombardi Trophy last night. That's fast.
Hey, I feel like it can happen. It can happen within 5 to 10 more years. We just expecting it way sooner than what it's supposed to be. Because with Sean Payton, we feel like we should have 2 rings, and we should. But hey, it might be coming. Just gotta be patient.
All right.
Gotta find a quarterback. Gotta find that quarterback. Not saying it's not Jameis. It can be Jameis, but we'll see.
All right. So shout out to you, the truth hurts. We had a caller on the line, but he went off. So hopefully he comes back on. Okay, here he goes right now. Okay, so now we got Gidget on the line. Gidget, what's up with you? All right. So shout out to you, the truth hurts.
Gidget.
Okay, here he goes right now. Okay, so okay, Gidget, can you hear us? No, I think he has some technical difficulties. Well, let's read a few comments. I seen Christopher Favor said, you can't hang on to it. Life forever goes on. I seen a earlier comment, saying we can't keep worrying about this. We got to move on. Yeah, that's true. But
We have obviously we have to move on.
Yeah.
But when we moving on, we don't want the same thing to keep happening. And no, we definitely don't want to regress. We don't want to go back to 7-9. We don't want to go worse than that. But at the end of the day, you're tired of the same things happening over and over. You want to get better until you get to the dance and finish.
Right.
Hey, look, it takes past mistakes to understand which way you got to go. Correct them.
And the last few has been, the defenses, they scooping up, forcing Breeze to throw deep, and he's unable, he was unable to do it. And then, like I said, I know he was hurt this year, but last, the other 2 postseason games against the Vikings, he was doing the same thing. Like I said, it's just time. So that has to be the first thing that goes on. That's the first thing that needs to take place. He needs to retire. We throw a huge celebration for him because he deserves that. He deserves a huge celebration, but he has to go. And we have to move on. But yeah, I mean, just this Tampa, that it just hurt. I mean, just seeing that last night, it wasn't supposed to go down like that. And I know every team that make the playoffs and lose, they always have you know, every team that's in the playoffs that lose always say, well, it wasn't supposed to go like that. We should have won if we would have done this and that. We saying this with Jared Cook, but we played this team twice and beat them by double digits. Like I know they were saying it's hard to beat a team 3 times, but this we were supposed to win that game. I'm not saying it was gonna be a blowout, but we should have won that ball game.
Yeah, and we know about Jericho, we know about Breeze, but really we could have used Taysom. We could have used Taysom. Taysom was whooping their behinds the first 2 times,
Right.
And I mean our D line, as much as defense wasn't the reason we lost that game, the D line really didn't show up. Demario Davis, he was the only one that had a sack. Trey Henderson, I'm not sure if he was 100%. He wasn't 100%. Cameron Jordan was definitely pedestrian almost all year. Didn't really get interior. I mean, but I'm just saying, like, as far as the D line as a whole, it just didn't really show up. So I'm just saying, like, those are things, man. Those are things. Like the D line wasn't as great as, and I guess you can give Bucks O line credit for that. But at the end of the day, bro, it just as a collective unit, they just didn't get it done. Period. There's some things that as much as Jared Cook coughed up the football, Breeze was throwing picks.
Mm-hmm.
A collective unit, you know what I'm saying? As a collective unit, they just didn't get it done. So,
right. And the same shadow that's been, occurring in these playoffs, which has been, the ability to stretch the field. I guess when playoffs come, these opposing teams, it's just like we just gonna force them to throw over our head. Because in the regular season, teams ain't really playing them like that. I guess you don't want to chance it too much in the regular season. You trying to, you just want to be safe and cautious. But in the postseason, it's win or go home. So you gonna force him. If they gonna beat us, beat us over the top. And that's how teams been approached. That's how these defenses been approaching the postseason against us. So that's the first move. Throw a big celebration for Breeze. I see Simon said, "Who do you think we need to get rid of this postseason?
well,
Get rid of this under contract."
Boy, I ain't gonna say that one because people gonna come at me for that.
This
I really
under
shouldn't.
contract.
I really shouldn't care, but I mean, I ain't gonna say it. Just out of respect, I ain't gonna say it, man.
I will say this though, dude. Nah, they not.
You
With
might be
Pete,
thinking about. Oh, okay.
they just gonna restructure his deal. I think Sean like him. Sean like him too much. I mean, in the screen game, he's effective. In the running game, he's effective, but he just got overpaid. He definitely got overpaid. So we definitely need some of that money. That's the only person under contract I can think of. I can highly doubt them trying to release Taysom. I think the only way that can occur is if he refused to take a pay. I can't see Taysom, refusing to take a cut somewhat unless it's a steep pay cut they trying to make him take. Um, so yeah, I really don't know. That's under contract. Pete is the only one that comes to mind. So I see Craft 4. He said, WDN, who do you see the Saints picking in the first round? Linebacker or quarterback? I think they need to get a let's see. I'll say linebacker over quarterback. I don't think we getting a quarterback first round. Unless somebody just drop. But by that time, we've been unknown if we got Jameis or not. It's either Jameis, Taysom, or a draft. And when I say Taysom, I'm not. Like I said, I don't want him as the quarterback after seeing those few games. He can get better from that, but I just don't think he's the long-term solution, for us. I think right now we got an opportunity to get a long-term solution in Jameis. The offense, everybody is pretty much coming back. You really don't have nobody, that's really leaving on the offensive side. It's besides who Traquan, Jared Cook, that ain't really nothing, nothing, to be getting sad about. But yeah, like I said, he got pieces around him. He got a elite pass catcher running back that can help him out on the plays we don't be aggressive. Okay, so we'll read a few more questions, then we can wrap this thing up. Crash 4 said Saints better hope Jameis resign. No guarantee he stays. All we have is Taysom and nothing behind them. That's potentially a disaster. I see it. That's facts. Okay, Fernando
Boy, I
said,
tell you what, boy, if it's that bad, you may as well trade some of them picks for a quarterback. I'm talking about going all out,
right.
I'm just saying, if it gets that bad.
Yeah, that's true. I just know what Jameis is other teams interested that can pay that's able to pay more money than we can. They not 94 million over the cap. So Crash 4 said caller said don't worry about the cap. Yeah. I don't know what was going on with that. Crystal Favor said, what if we could have gotten Patrick Mahomes at 27? Yeah, I mean it's a whole bunch of
What else?
what ifs, but one person that we for sure had a shot at because what Mahomes, San Fran traded up ahead of us. If I forgot who they traded with, but if that team would have picked, we would have got Mahomes. But one guy that we could have for sure had is Lamar Jackson. He was right there on the board after we traded up, and we went with Marcus Davenport. So that's one area we took an L on. We took an L on that one. That was a guarantee. That was a guaranteed pick we could have had. But like I said, it is what it is. We're right here now, so we're gonna see how they attack. How they gonna attack this all season, and that's pretty much it. WD, you got anything else left to address? Right now this is just where we're at.
Hey, man, all I gotta say is shout out to the chat, shout out to the callers. It was nice talking with y'all, man. We just talking a little bit Saints, man. Gotta look forward to, trying to get back to the dance, man, once again. It obviously is a tough offseason ahead. A lot of things gonna happen. Might be some fun surprises. Hopefully ain't no bad surprises. But yeah, man, we ain't going nowhere. We are definitely looking forward to another winning season. They just gotta find a quarterback at this point. We got most of the core guys here. So yeah, man. That's all I got, man.
All right. And far as how we move forward with the shows, basically right now we pretty much done adjust everything up to this point. So when we get back on, it will be more of on some breaking news that's done happen or who the Saints looking at because within the next week or two we should know. First off, we know by the end of this week is Breeze retiring. When he retired, even though we've talked about him 100 times, we get back on, give our well wishes to him, and we'll show up for that. And then basically we'll just be, just getting on here talking about certain topics that's, occurring in the off season. So once again, shout out to the chat. Keep rocking with us. We're back now. Had to take a few weeks off after we lost. Just waited till the regular season over. And get back on here. doing what we love, kind of gives a relief to that Super Bowl victory. That's why I just wanted to get right on here immediately, just start focusing on Saints, and keep ESPN and stuff off. So that about wraps it up, man. Once again, shout out to everyone in the chat. Make sure you guys sub up the page, like, subscribe, follow the page. And we will see you guys shortly. This is the WDN Chatline podcast, and we are out. WhoDat?
For life.